Hi Geminis, how are you today? So let's see what's going on for Gemini. And then later in the reading, we'll do a healing oracle card. So what do Geminis need to know today? What, what do Geminis need to know today? Right, hope you're all well or snuggled up. So we have the moon aspect today, the moon. So with the moon comes a lot of changes. We have a lot of cycles. But today, for yourselves, this is about seeing your side of you that you haven't perhaps noticed before. Now, what does that mean to you? Well, the daring aspect, the daring to be wild, the daring to take the challenge of new adventures. Because when the moon changes, it doesn't really change, but the light on it changes. So the perception of who we are also changes. Now, there's an aspect, I reckon, with Geminis that is coming in quite strong that they need to tap into a little bit daring. Are you being too responsible today? What responsibilities can you just let go and have a bit more fun? Because with the moon, sometimes emotions can be very high and very low. So, with the change of this, if you look at things in a simplistic way now, just today, if you want, you can pick up responsibility later. But having that fun, wild side will enable you to shift a few patterns within yourself to allow the new sense of fun, adventure, and a lot of aspects really, which we'll talk into in a minute. The Seven of Water is here. So this is good teamed up with the Moon card because this is all about choices and illusions and what is real and what is not. So when we choose relationships, are we choosing something that's true to us? And or are we choosing something that we've been told we should choose? So this is what I mean about tapping into adventure and fun. Sometimes just experimenting in a little way in each area of our life will allow us to get to know ourselves better. When is it that you know yourself fully? I know we change all the time, and each era we do, especially with the Saturn return at age 28. You know, that is a huge change, but what are we really believing ourselves to achieve and have in our life? What area? So these are the things that have to be tapped into. So you've also got the Knight of Earth. The Knight of Earth. So this is a great card for yourself to really take action in seeing your future and being stable in your dream. So while you're having fun and adventure and just experimenting with different thoughts and different feelings, it'll allow the reality of your situation to kick in. And you'll realize that I'm not my mind, I'm not my feelings, I'm something more. So this will give you the time to see from a higher place what it is that you're trying to achieve now. So what is an illusion and what is not? Well, we all know that time is an illusion and who we are and all the dimensions can be very confusing. However, it's like focusing on where your heart's eventually going to settle to choose what it is that you want. So this moon phase that you're going through today and the Seven of Water is also choices. Finding the depth of how you feel at the end of today and tomorrow perhaps will allow you to see a clearer future because you will have experimented with different ways of thinking. Maybe go on forums or just talk to your friends and family and go, have you ever thought of this and what do you think of that? And just play around with different thought processes, which will bring different feelings up, and it will guide you to a different way of opening up your future. No matter how old we are, we can still have an abundance of a future. So let's have a look at your healing aspect card. So what do Geminis need to know? Geminis. Alrighty. So you have well-being. Well-being. So within well-being, we have to look at our thought processes and our emotions and our physical, yes, definitely, but also our spiritual. And if we're tapping into our soul purpose and our journey through life, our well-being is just magnified into a very positive aspect. So sometimes well-being can be how we communicate to people and how we feel. So if our well-being needs to be private inside today, while we're going through this adventure fun aspect, then that's okay. So deciding for yourself how your well-being is going to allow you to be a more positive, more healed person. So I wish you all the very best today, and thank you so much for listening, and do take care.